Every cell in our body needs oxygen. It's like the fuel that keeps our cells alive and functioning. That's where our lungs come in. They are the vital organs responsible for taking in oxygen from the air and transferring it into our bloodstream. Just as importantly, our lungs remove carbon dioxide, a waste product of the body's processes. Imagine your body as a bustling city. Our cells are like houses and businesses, constantly needing energy to operate. Oxygen is the electricity that powers this city. Without a constant supply, everything grinds to a halt. Our lungs act as the power plant, ensuring a steady flow of this vital resource. But it doesn't stop there. Just like any city produces waste, our bodies generate carbon dioxide. This waste product is toxic if allowed to build up. Thankfully, our lungs act as the city's waste management system, efficiently removing carbon dioxide from our blood and expelling it from our bodies with every exhale. In essence, our lungs are the unsung heroes of our existence, working tirelessly day and night to keep us alive. Their role in oxygen intake and carbon dioxide removal is fundamental to every single process that occurs within our bodies, from our beating hearts to our thinking brains. Nestled within our chest, our lungs are a pair of spongy, cone-shaped organs. The left lung is slightly smaller than the right to accommodate the heart. Each lung is enveloped by a thin, protective membrane called the pleura. Air enters our respiratory system through the nose and mouth, traveling down the trachea or windpipe. The trachea branches into two tubes called bronchi, with one bronchus leading to each lung. Think of the bronchi as the main highways leading into the lungs. Within the lungs, the bronchi further divide into smaller and smaller tubes, much like branches on a tree. These smaller branches are called bronchioles. At the end of each bronchiole are tiny air sacs called alveoli, resembling bunches of grapes. The alveoli are the true workhorses of the respiratory system. Their thin walls allow for the exchange of gases between the air we breathe and our blood. Oxygen from the inhaled air passes into the surrounding capillaries, tiny blood vessels that surround the alveoli. Simultaneously, carbon dioxide from the blood moves into the alveoli to be exhaled. Breathing is usually an unconscious process, orchestrated by the diaphragm, a dome-shaped muscle located below the lungs. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts and flattens, creating more space in the chest cavity. This decrease in pressure allows the lungs to expand, drawing air in through the nose and mouth. As we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and returns to its dome shape. This compresses the lungs, forcing the air, now rich in carbon dioxide, out of the lungs and through the nose and mouth. This rhythmic cycle of inhalation and exhalation ensures a continuous supply of oxygen to the body and the removal of carbon dioxide. The entire process of respiration, from the moment we inhale air to the delivery of oxygen to our cells, is a testament to the elegant efficiency of the human body. It's a process we often take for granted, yet it is fundamental to our very existence. Unfortunately, our lungs are not immune to disease. Several conditions can affect our respiratory system, making it difficult to breathe and impacting our overall health. Understanding these conditions is the first step towards prevention and treatment. Asthma is a chronic respiratory disease that causes inflammation and narrowing of the airways, resulting in wheezing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing. Triggers for asthma vary from person to person and can include allergens like pollen and dust mites, as well as irritants like smoke and cold air. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or COPD, is a group of progressive lung diseases that cause airflow obstruction and breathing difficulties. The most common causes of COPD are smoking and long-term exposure to harmful fumes or dust. Symptoms of COPD often worsen over time and can include chronic cough, shortness of breath, wheezing, and chest tightness. Lung cancer is a malignant tumor that begins in the lungs and can spread to other parts of the body. Smoking is the leading cause of lung cancer, but exposure to secondhand smoke, radon gas, and asbestos can also increase the risk. These are just a few examples of the many disorders that can affect our lungs. Early diagnosis and treatment are essential for managing these conditions and maintaining respiratory health.